sucking like she proud of me. And that bitch till her face full of Maybelline.
Okay, so first up we have the 10-inch Ustream home streaming studio with 10-inch ring light and tripod, and so it has the 3 colored lights, light temperatures, and then 12 brightness levels, and then the rainbow RGB, and then it says universal smartphone clip, 360 rotation, and adjustable tripod stand. And this looks to be like the little remote that comes with it. And this is like the attached one, I guess, that plugs in. So we are going to get it all set up. And it looks a little messed up here, but that could be why I found it at a discount store. I found it at Ross. Gonna have our trusty safety scissors. We got our lovely ring light and our tripod. And I'm guessing like most of the tripods and everything will all be the same. Okay, so they just kind of pop out like this, I guess. Oh, it goes down. Okay. I'm silly. And for reference, I am 4'11" or 4'10". I think I lost like an inch of height once I cut all my hair off. Okay, you guys have this. I'll just turn it the whole time. And so we're just gonna screw it in. So we have our first one set up. That one was $11.99, I think. This one's $4.99. So the same concept, just screw this attachment in, and then we're gonna have the piece fall out. That's how you know everything's just going perfect. Okay, so now we are going to lengthen them because I want to compare. Okay, so this one definitely has a better bottom. It is a lot taller than me compared to the very first one. Like the first one is as tall as me pretty much. And we are going to shorten this to about this is nice and crazy. What I actually did is I would have to lift this one up a bit. So very different. This is 6 inches and this is 10. It has this and this thing where it attaches to the stand rather than here, but this can go on like right here and right here to attach to the stand. I'm gonna go ahead and open it and see how it would work. Okay, attach it around this, but in theirs is a lot thicker in the picture. So in this picture they show it just attaching to the stand, but the way the sizes, it's just going to fall even fully tighter. So okay, so it turns out this thing expands. I was like, there's no way they just sold it. Like, that'd be so crappy. So try again, and it goes like this, and it flips the other side. It can either go attached like this, facing forward, or it can be attached on the side, up, down, depending on your needs. Oh, this one's an 8-inch. This one just came with a lot more stuff. Like, it came with the little clicker. By clicking here on iPhones, it will take pictures for us. I don't have it going right now. It's Bluetooth. You just turn this on, but I'm pretty sure you can find it on Amazon, and I will link just a cheap one that y'all can buy down below. This is the Bauer brand if you decide you want to get it. It was about $30, I think. It's going to be more like the one I have because these side things, that's how this goes on. I do think this one is a lot easier for people who are going to be traveling a lot more with this because everything's more attached, everything's a lot easier, so I understand why it was $30 compared to the other ones. Oh, that scared me. Just this little lock and unlock thing. And it is a lot more lightweight than the other two. So the unlock is you turn and pull, and then to lock it you just turn it the other way. And this one again is a little shorter than I am. They're all little. This one is similar to the 6-inch where it attaches to the stand. This is the attachment that we have been seeing on all of these that was already attached on this. Bring it on here if you want the light to move. So it turns out on this one, if you want this attached, you can't have the ring light on. That's why they had the around key switch. They have these little grooves right here on all 4 sides. It's the same as here, the groove on this one right here. So we're going to plug them in and compare them. Okay, so we have the one I typically use, and then we have our 6, 8, and 10-inch. I got just 4 of my basic ones, and I'm not sure if they're any different or any better, so we're just gonna hope it doesn't affect the factors. Okay, so I was checking them and I found the output that was 5:1, and these 3 are them. This one I drew on, and so that way we can compare at least these 3 more equally. Okay, so these all have these little buttons, and we're just going to turn it on and compare all of like the brightness side by side. Oh, click the wrong side. And then this one is the fanciest out of the 3 I used. This one has 6 buttons compared to the typical 4, 4, and 4. This one doesn't work, so it connects on this. I am going to try a backup one and see if the problem was my cube instead. Okay, we're back with another one, and there we go. Turn all of them up and see which one's the brightest and which one can go the lowest. Okay, so the brightness is all about the same, and this one we had thought that was the most brightest, but then I realized that the wall charger, this one had the most output, and now we switched it to this one to try to compare. I got my lovely assistant. This is us turning the, what's it called?
Brightness.
No, turn it all the way down. We're turning the brightness on our iPhone all the way down, and the 6-inch is the brightest, and I think the 8 and the 10 are about the same, but the 10 currently has the most wattage, so I do believe that plays a factor. The 6 has an iPhone one, so I also do think that plays a factor, but they're all about the same quality when it comes to plugging them in and getting the same amount of lighting. Yeah, so definitely make sure you're using the right wattage. We switched these 2, and now this one is the best. So this is the recording on 10 showing like the brightness, how the stand holds. Yeah. What else should we try? I'm gonna just compare those 3. Okay, and this is on the 8-inch, and then I'm going to show what it looks like using the other iPhone holder that came from my typical one, the one I already owned, that I normally use for all my videos. And this is from the top. It is a bit more shaky, which I'm not surprised because it's a lot lighter than the other ones. And let's see. Try to get it. Yeah, it's just very shaky. Also, I'm very short. You can definitely tell like the lighting just looks different because it is a lot smaller. And so now we're going to just test the colors and everything else. But yeah. And this is just further back, and we are on the temperature 1, second temperature, third temperature, dimmest setting. And another cool feature is you can hold them and they will get brighter and darker. And now we're going to try on our 6-inch. And now we're going to try on our 10-inch. Only our 8-inch will let you hold the button to go up or down. And now we only have our 10-inch on because we are going to test out our colors, which has a separate section for it. And we turn it on to get our rainbow, and I will show y'all in just a minute what it looks like while your phone is on it and what it looks like. This one was $5, this one was $30, and this one was $11.99. To be honest, if you're just wanting to do basic content and record, I don't think you need like the colorful rainbow effects because it is very unlikely that you will be using it almost ever. Just the 3 temperatures are really good, and I think we've covered all the specs on all of them. The Best Buy Bowser one had the best, just like it had the coolest like specs, but it wasn't just amazing. Like it wasn't $30 worth amazing. Like I did like the unlock and lock function because it was a lot easier, a lot less twisting for each individual one, like we had to for the 6 and 10, and it also turned differently for the light. But I think it would have been better if it would have come with something like that. Personally, I like the 10-inch solely for that reason.
I got too many hoes. You like to put that shit in your nose.
Oh my god, I already started it and I didn't even realize.